Oh, the Pied Piper is on the way. We have got recall efforts initiated in the wake of red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. This is something you guys are going to want to see, and everything will be linked in the description box below because the system of which we are governed is a beautiful system when applied properly. And this is something that the Democrats who voted for these red flag laws are going to feel. Like I said, everything will be linked. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are this close to 500,000 subs, and we would love to cross over that 500,000 mark with your subscription. And thank you in advance for that consideration. All right, my brothers and sisters, we have got to talk about something because this is, like I said, the beauty of our system. We have options as the population. We have the ability to recall representatives who are not representing us. We have the ability to actually have a voice in the way we're governed. Now, I'm not going to say there are not problems. There are obviously problems. But the entire system is built for a voice for the people. Now, whether the elite ignore it and play by their own rules, that's a different thing. We'll deal with that later. But right now, let me show you how 5 Democrats are facing recall elections because of extreme risk protection orders in Michigan. All right, let's get it. 5 House Democrats and 1 Republican are targeted by recall attempts because in the state of Michigan, you can recall your legislators if they do not do it right. In fact, one of the things we covered on this when Gretchen Whitmer wanted all of her red flag laws and safe storage laws and all of these pieces that she wanted for gun control in Michigan, yet we were basically banging the war drum against these exact Democrats saying, you're going to get recalled. I did a video on my channel with these people specifically. Well, turns out they didn't believe us. They didn't believe this channel. They didn't believe all the people in Michigan who were saying you're going to get recalled if you do this, because now they are. And this is why you activate. Check this out. Lansing. Recall petitions have been submitted against 5 House Democrats for votes they took on gun regulations and hate crime legislation in a bid to upset the Democrats' narrow hold on the chamber, while a 6th petition was filed against a first-term House Republican. Now, the important thing here is the Democrats could lose the House in Michigan. That was the really important piece of what they won in the elections in 2022. For the first time in 40 years, they took the House, they took the Senate, and they had the governor. Now, if these petitions, at the sake of a gun control vote, turn over these seats, they lose the House. That's how slim these margins are and how important you are. Let's keep going. Democratic state reps Jennifer Conlon of Ann Arbor, Betsy Coffia of Traverse City, Sharon McDonald of Troy, Reggie Miller of Van Buren Township, and Jamie Churches of Wyandotte, let's go Wyandotte, are subject to the filed recall language, which could be considered as soon as August 1. So August 1, August 1, these people could literally start the process of being recalled. These are sitting Democrats. Wait until I show you the margins. Again, there's a reason I'm covering this. This is really important. Coffey and McDonald face efforts to recall them for their votes in favor of extreme risk orders, or what is commonly known as red flag laws. Court orders allowing police to confiscate firearms temporarily from individuals deemed to be a risk to themselves or others. Again, man, that's killing me right now. The big thing about red flag laws is there's no due process. You're just having all of your rights taken, and then you have to prove that you're not a risk. You cannot have a seizure without a court, without a jury, without some sort of due process to face your accuser. It's not there. They're in deeper trouble than they want to say, but they had to do it because Whitmer wanted her gun control. Now, this is the important piece that shows you how close this is. Both Coffia and Churches, that's 2 Democrats, won their district in November by a little more than 1 percentage point. If they have anything flip against them as small as 1 percentage point in a recall election, which has lower voter turnout, which makes the percentage swings bigger, in an environment where Biden's heavily unpopular, this could turn the House of Michigan red, not blue, and put a big old stymie on everything that Gretchen Whitmer is looking to achieve against gun rights. That's why we're covering this. This is the people's voice in action. You have an alternative. Make sure you are active. That's incredibly important because we can beat these people. We just have to be active in the system of which our founders laid out. Last thing, because this is exactly the crux of the people in Michigan and honestly across the nation. Barb Willing of Traverse City said she filed the recall petition against Coffia based on the first-term lawmakers' support of extreme risk protection orders because she believes the law is unconstitutional. It is. It's easy to see it's unconstitutional. How could anybody be in favor of that, Willing said. If that's how she's going to vote, then it's time to recall her. Katie Niss, an unsuccessful candidate in Michigan's 104th House District Republican primary last year, is likely to be nominated to run against Coffey in 103rd District if the question makes the ballot, Willing said. Now, there's lots of things they have to achieve. 25% of the electorate who voted in the last election has to sign a petition to do so. I think they're going to do that. From my sources on the ground, they're saying that they have capitalization, they have momentum, they have energy, and they have the sources. So it seems like these people are going to get recalled. Now, this is a really big deal because remember, all the gun controllers, they started pounding their chest and saying, see, gun control votes don't hurt you, Democrats. You don't need to be afraid of the gun lobby anymore. You can vote and infringe upon your constituents' rights all day long and there'll be no consequences. Now they're facing consequences. You see this in Michigan, it will leave a memory. That's the important piece. If you are locally involved in your politics in your state, not just Michigan, you have the ability to make them remember, stay away from gun rights. Make gun rights a third rail again. That might be a t-shirt I come up with. But anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.